And then we end with me and Ben singing as much of the Black Eyed Peas as we can remember.
I got a feeling
tonight's gonna be a good night. That's it. All I got.
The next line is literally the same.
It's the same line.
Tonight's gonna be a good night.
Be that nice tonight. Let's turn it up.
Oh!
I got my money. Ah! Hey, brother, and welcome everyone to the internet's hardest Harry Potter first chapters quiz. So all today's questions will be coming from the various first chapters of all the Harry Potter books.
I like how you say it's the internet's hardest, as if the internet has this quiz.
It doesn't, probably. Which
yeah.
makes me very confident in saying it is indeed the hardest, and probably also the easiest.
And maybe the only.
And maybe the only.
Yeah, that's the way that these things work, because if there's only one, then it's all of them.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh man, I'm nervous about this, because I feel like the beginning of every single book is just sort of like, hey, we're not really into like the whimsy of the story yet, so here's just some like other whimsical stuff, though.
Are you think?
Like,
do you think you can? Could I even name the first chapter of every book? Oof. Oh no!
Rip them off right now.
What?
Rip them off right now.
Rip
Boy
them
Who
off.
Lived.
The Boy
Yeah.
Who Lived.
Yeah.
Okay. The Riddle House.
That's
Goblet
of Fire.
Goblet of Fire.
Come on, man. You know what book 2 is.
Book 2 is he's at it's 1 is a peck of owls. No. That's
No.
later
Is it
in
not?
3.
Yeah. Is it?
I thought it was The Worst Birthday.
The Worst Birthday!
The Worst Birthday! We know that one.
Yeah, I was
you're
pretty
right.
sure that was Chamber of Secrets. Like,
Okay.
because that's the one I always think is the first.
What's happening at the beginning of 3? Aunt Marge is coming.
Yeah.
It's terrible. Harry's just like,
Is that a peck of owls? Is that what it's
that
called?
one might be a peck
Or is
of
it-
owls.
is that
but
one the
it's-
one that
I thought
starts-
The peck of owls comes after Marge, right?
Is it
No,
Outpost?
it's a peck of owls. It's Owl Post because the last chapter is Owl Post again.
Yeah.
It's Owl Post is 3.
It's Owl
Yeah.
Post.
4 is the Riddle House.
Yep.
5 is
Dudley Demented.
Dudley Demented. Yes. 6. We've
Spinner's
got Spinner's End.
Yeah.
Wait,
You're
is
right.
it Spinner's End?
Or maybe 5 is Spinner's End. And then Dudley Demented.
Is Spinner's
No,
End? Is that?
Spinner's End is 6.
Yeah.
Spinner's End is 6. We start there.
Is
And
it?
Is it not?
I think it's about the minister.
The other minister. The other minister. You're 100% right.
Oh, cat with the cat. Get
Well,
that?
I did
Okay.
just pull the questions.
Yeah.
Okay, and
and
then
they are about the ministers.
and then 7 is.
That's Malfoy Manor, right? Like, it's not called Malfoy Manor.
It's not called
but that's
Malfoy Manor, but that is where they
Yeah.
are.
The Dark Lord.
Dark Lord Ascending.
The Dark Lord Ascending.
That's it, right?
Yes,
Yeah.
that is
Yes.
Yay!
what I
Man,
thought.
we got there.
And then what's the first chapter of book 8?
The cursed. I think it is platform 9 3/4
For the Cursed Child.
for the cursed child.
Wow.
I think it's like
Oh, I meant what was the chapter where movie 8 starts?
oh.
Because I think it's Shell Cottage.
I see. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
I see.
that tracks.
All right.
That tracks. Okay.
Well, anyway.
Yeah. The real question is like, what was our like credibility indicator? Like as we went through all that, where it's like, guys, you can't even name them. This is gonna be a.
I know.
Hey, brother! In case you guys are new to the Jay versus Ben format, this is how it is going to work. Ethan Answers is on the other end of the camera. He's waving. We can see him. However, you cannot. He is going to be reading us today's 15 questions, all submitted by our quizmasters over on Patreon.
Ben and I will, as usual, have to remember all of the answers completely from memory, but if we both agree we have no idea, Ethan can give us the multiple choice. If you would like to play along, there is a link to the quiz in the description down below. Let's go.
Question 1. This question was submitted by Amanda W. and Drawing Chaos. What day of the week does our story begin?
Oh my god!
Oh, okay, this is like this. Okay. Like this is a weird line because it was a cold, dreary blank on the day our story begins, and it's like the narrator's really talking to you or something for a second.
Which, like, never comes up again.
Yeah.
Okay, so you can pretty much narrow it down to 5 things.
You can.
You can, yeah.
I think this is right.
So you even know, I can even tell you the date.
Oh, well. Unfortunately, I asked for the day of the week.
I know you. Yeah, I know. That's
Also, I've
annoying.
lost my voice a little bit, so you guys are going to get like a smooth jazz Jay versus Ben today.
That's right. That's right. It's like an ASMR kind of.
I mean, I am positive it is this or that, but this is my answer.
We had an interesting suggestion in the comments in, I think, the last video, which is that when one of you locks in an answer, you should like put your iPad down and the other person should have to start reasoning out loud.
Oh.
Oh, that's a very interesting thought. Okay, okay, that's yeah. We'll keep that in the back of our mind.
Okay, I have my answer.
Okay. I don't know. I don't think this is. Okay, ready? 3, 2, 1.
Tuesday.
Wednesday.
It is in fact Tuesday.
Yes!
Oh!
Yes! I was like, I was positive it was Tuesday or Wednesday, and then I was like, it's all about the Dursleys, and I was like, what's the most boring day of the week? And it is Tuesday.
It's Tuesday.
It's Tuesday.
Yeah, I know. I remember even talking about this at length and through the Gryffindor, because I'm pretty sure we're like, shouldn't McGonagall be like teaching, or like is the whole school just like have off? I mean, obviously Uncle Vernon is going to work.
Yeah.
So like we know that it's a Monday through Friday. So
I mean, the day, yeah, like she must have had quite a day, because like she's arriving there after the Halloween feast. You know?
True, yeah.
Right? It was a big night at Hogwarts.
It's a big night.
Probably something crazy happened.
Yeah.
Almost certainly, because it almost always does.
Almost always does.
Thought you ought to know.
Thought you ought to know.
Question number 2 was submitted by Ellie Collins. What is the first alternative name Uncle Vernon thinks of when trying to convince himself his nephew's name isn't Harry?
Oh.
They had a small boy around Dudley's age.
I can't. I
It's-
don't know.
I know the two names he says, and which one does he say first?
Oh, this is gonna be painful.
Oh, which one? Oh man,
Oh my gosh, I'm gonna
be freaked out.
I am second guessing my original guess.
I wish it was just what are the names.
I know, I don't have that.
They don't have that.
Okay, so far multiple choice would have been utterly useless.
Useless.
Utterly useful.
It'd be so
Yeah.
utterly useful. Because we would be able to narrow in on days of the week very easily, and we both know both of the names.
I suppose it could have been like Saturday, Sunday, Friday, or Tuesday, and then you'd be like, okay.
Yeah, but he goes to work.
Well, I know, but like multiple choice might not be that well informed in its trickery.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
I see. That's a good point. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I hope this isn't just like plain wrong now. This is gonna be very embarrassing.
Yep. Also, apparently, it is becoming, as we're reading through Goblet of Fire on Through the Gryffindor, like, it is becoming possibly evident that ministry workers just work 7 days a week. Because, like, there's a trip to go to Hogsmeade, and it's clearly a Saturday because that's when they go, and Hermione sees Ludo Bagman, and she's just like, doesn't he ever go into the office? And it's like, why would he be in the office?
It's a Saturday.
It's a Saturday.
Yeah.
He can come have a drink, Hermione. Calm down.
Jeez.
He could also be back in the office in like one spin around.
Exactly.
True. Yes. Yes. Maybe he's just out for like a lunchtime butterbeer.
Exactly.
As
Who's to
one
say?
I've thought more often that I cannot believe Hogsmeade is not packed, like constantly.
Packed.
Yes, I know. I mean, it seems like even like the fact that they have like Hogsmeade weekends, it just makes it feel. It seems like this is like a full-blown wizarding village full of like materials and supplies that surely the students might need. Like,
Right.
You know,
Yeah.
you just gotta go get like a new
You gotta
quill.
go get something.
Yeah.
Like, there must be students who live at Hogsmeade, right? It's the only all-wizarding
Oh,
village.
you know, that's a great point. There
Yeah.
must be students whose home
Who's
is
home,
Hogsmeade.
and they're like, I can't go home this weekend because it's not a Hogsmeade visit.
Yeah. Right.
Anyway,
Anyway, yeah. So
Yeah.
ready? 3,
Yeah.
2, 1.
Harvey.
I said Harvey too.
It is Harvey.
Yes!
Thank goodness.
Oh, or Harold.
Harold
I
was the
always
other
think
one.
it's
That
dumb
was also
reasoning.
on the multiple choice.
I think it's dumb reasoning for him to be like, he never even met the boy. He might not have even been called Harry. He might have been Harvey or Harold. And I'm like, yeah, but Harold could still be Harry.
Yeah,
Yeah.
right.
Come on, dude.
I
Yeah.
feel like we make Harold's James Potter jokes.
I know, yeah,
With
yes.
a fair amount of frequency here in this
But
place.
he's just Harry.
Well, just Harry. Cards to wallop, in my opinion.
Question number 3 was submitted by Dorian R., Ellie Collins, Jennifer Fro, and Launinja. How many times does Dumbledore click the Deluminator when he puts out the lights
Son of a...
on Privet Drive
Okay.
the night he
I'm not gonna be
the
able
night
to...
he drops off Harry?
Not gonna be able to... Oh, but is it like...
No.
It's because does he say like...
Remember, this is in the books.
I know.
In the books.
In the books.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
Does it like this and then it says that? Because that would change it. That'd be. Okay. I'm changing it, Ben. I'm gonna go like there. Ready? Get rid of it.
Some of these and some of almost there.
Okay, I have an answer.
oh, shoes.
Shoes on a cracker.
That's it.
That's the what he's thinking of.
Yep.
Because I think it says this plus that's what I'm thinking. That's what I'm thinking. Okay.
That's what he's thinking.
That's what, you got it. You guys can see it. They don't. They don't know what I'm thinking, but you do.
Yeah, okay. All right,
Ben's
ready?
stalling. You got it? You have an answer?
Yes, all right.
Okay.
3, 2, 1.
14.
Oh my gosh, I said 5.
It is 12.
I want to know what the actual wording is.
The wording is he like clicks it once, he clicks it twice, he clicked it 12 times. So it's like 12 times total,
Yeah.
including the first 2.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
So I thought it was clicked it once, clicked it twice, clicked it a dozen more times.
Yeah, no,
It's
it
not
says-
more, it's just like total.
It just says he clicked it 12
I
times.
actually can
Yeah.
double check this one
I can
Okay.
back this up.
to
Yeah.
make
Okay.
sure.
Because I know we love to do this. Because
It's pretty good though,
yeah,
right?
no, definitely.
It's
Yes,
very
absolutely.
good. It's very good. Yes.
Absolutely. Question number 4 was submitted by Pokemonster and Sarah Makiyama. How many times had Uncle Vernon been woken up by Hedwig's loud hooting on the week of Harry's birthday?
I'm warning you. If you can't control that bloody bird, it'll have to go.
Oh gosh, this is hard.
We're into book 2 here.
We're into book
if you
2,
couldn't
okay.
tell. A really important sentence to the story.
Yeah, you really need to know this to understand Harry Potter. I don't know. I have a guess.
What's more shocking to me than anything is that 2 different people asked this question.
I know.
It's
right?
like wow, okay.
Yes, people were skimming and they were like, "What's the most
It must be one of those really
Persnickety.
out of place sentences.
Okay.
That, like-
hamburger?"
Exactly.
Yeah. It's 8 times in the first 6 chapters, and then never again for all of Harry Potter.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, you ready?
Yeah,
1, 2, 3.
5.
It is 3.
Oh, come on! Who even cares?
Oh
It is-
man,
that's not even. Ugh.
Jay. Now that's the kind of trivia that clearly we need more of.
Yeah, you think so?
Well, I mean, Jay, obviously, if it's not 11, it's 7. If it's not 7, it's 12. And if it's not 12, it's 13. If it's not 13, it's not 49. If it's not 49, it's 3.
Obviously,
Obviously.
we have a convention for this.
It's a
people.
magic number, Jay.
Right. It's a magic number. Oh wait,
3 is
3.
like a magic number.
Yeah.
3.
is a magic number. Where's that from? That's
School of Rock and Curious George.
yes.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
by
Jack Johnson.
Jack Johnson.
Jack Johnson. Do you remember when somebody gave you this particular CD?
I do remember.
Yeah.
Yes.
We got really into Jack Johnson for that Curious George era.
Look, the Curious George soundtrack goes way harder than it needs to.
Yes.
Okay? It is really good.
yeah.
And I would revisit that movie because the soundtrack is so good and Will Ferrell is the man in the yellow hat.
Is he
Dear Josh.
really?
Yes.
Wow.
I did not realize that.
Yeah.
I have Vince Vaughn in my head. I don't know why.
Okay.
The man loves to be in a childhood adaptation type situation, doesn't he?
I guess so.
Because he's in
Yeah.
Barbie, right?
Mhm.
He's in the Lego Movie.
Yeah.
He's in Curious George.
Yeah.
Old School.
Not really
Not really a childhood thing.
Elf.
Yeah, everybody's favorite bedtime story character, Frank the Tank.
Frank the Tank.
We're going streaking!
Question number 5 was submitted by, I believe this is Ashleen, is how you pronounce this? Aislin. Ashleen P. And Gen Kenobi, 1986. What color was Aunt Petunia's dress the night the Masons were visiting?
The friggin' Masons. Oh, Aunt Petunia and her dresses.
Was it like this? Or am I literally thinking of an inside...
I can tell you one thing, is that in one of the Harry Potter movies, I feel like Aunt Petunia is wearing
It's fine.
a scantily short dress for Aunt Petunia.
Yeah, it's Order of the Phoenix.
It's Order of the Phoenix,
It's
yeah.
Order of the Phoenix.
A choice.
It is a choice, because it's like...
But guys, it's hot out.
well, That is, but she just seems like someone who would care a little bit too much. You know?
It's a short dress.
It is.
Skirt or something. I mean, good for actress of Aunt Petunia.
Who leads a revolution in Star Wars.
Fight the Empire!
Right?
So, you know.
Pretty great.
Not all bad.
What color is the dress? This is so annoying.
It's either blue and black or white and gold.
Right. Exactly. Yeah. You can always argue this question. I'm sorry. Is that what it was? Because when I read it, it said this.
Yeah, right.
When I look at these words on the paper, it says this to me. All right. Anyway, I have a guess.
Ready? 1, 2, 3.
Salmon.
Salmon.
You said salmon too? What are the odds?
Great news, guys. That's the correct answer.
No way! Yes! How did I pull that one out?
Oh my gosh. So the hilarious thing is that our second cousin, our dad's cousin, was an animator for Cartoon Network.
Also named Nate.
Also named Nate.
Oh, Nate Pratt.
Nate Pratt.
Yeah, I love this guy.
Yeah, he's
Dude,
so cool.
Yeah.
He is so cool.
But when we were kids growing up at like our little family cabin in Vermont, he had hand drawn these cartoons using one of those pens that has like the red, green, blue, like clicker thingies.
Yeah.
And he had this like whole character and he was like making fun of like this guy who had painted his house pink. And he kept yelling that it's salmon.
It's salmon, yeah.
And so in my head, I was like, I can't tell if this is just like an inside joke that I'm running.
Yeah,
That's
I know.
like-
I always think of that too. Honk if you think the house is pink, and it's like honk, 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 honk.
Yeah, and as a kid, I was like, this is the funniest
This is the
thing
height
ever.
of comedy.
Yes.
The height of comedy.
Height.
Yes, yes.
Anyway, so
There were so many of those comics he drew.
shout out
I
to...
bet they're still there.
I hope so.
I know.
This question was submitted by Andy, Denise, Dola, Estock, Lena, Moel, Gooey Chewy, and Taylor Hagen.
Oh, this is scary already.
What was the full name of the essay Harry was working on at the beginning of Prisoner of Azkaban?
The phone. Okay. All right. Well. Okay. You can context clue it down, right?
Okay, yeah, so
Okay.
it's like...
It's a. Oh man, this could be.
How close do we have to be? Like word for word?
It depends on how close the other person got. You know? We'll evaluate.
Okay, hold on. Think about this then.
I know, right?
You know.
This was also definitely they put parentheses hang out after dark after all of their names, so they all came up with this together.
That was evident from the list of people.
Yeah.
You know, guys, just start with everything it's not, right?
We know it's not Florian
We
Fortescue.
know it's not Florian Fortescue.
I think I have the general gist. I feel like there's a phrasing I can't quite get into in my head. It's like...
Okay, because there's... I'm so annoyed. Because there's that thing that's happening. I feel like that really helps you narrow in on it. When does that one happen? Think.
It's like, I hate how it's like right there, you know?
I know. But is it about this or this? Because there's this.
I know what you're stuck between.
Oh, you do?
I do.
Okay, I'm sure you do. I'm sure you're having the exact same struggle. And I'm sure you're having the exact same reasoning. And it's...
It's not that. Pretty sure.
Because when is he...
Okay, I'm locked.
Oh, I mean...
He's locked.
Don't think of anything else, Ben. Just let yourself...
Okay, I'm gonna go with this, but I so feel like this is... I know this is happening too. Okay? Okay,
right.
fine.
Ready?
Ready?
3, 2, 1.
I say witch burnings in the 20th century. Or you said 17th century.
And they were totally pointless.
It is witch burning in the 14th century was completely pointless.
Okay.
You have the century wrong.
We both have the centuries wrong.
Yeah. You got the pointless part.
You got the pointless part. But see, here's the other thing, is that this is the same book when indeed Florian Fortescue is helping him write an essay.
He's helping him with this essay.
With this one.
Yes, it's not the Goblin Rebellion essay, it's the Witch Burning essay.
Oh, do we always get
they
this wrong?
They have been screaming for months about this.
No way.
Months and months and months. Apparently, the Florian Fortescue joke has been wrong the entire time.
No!
Because Florian Fortescue is helping Harry with his Witch Burning essay, not his Goblin Rebellion essay. He writes the Goblin Rebellion essay in the 4th book, I believe.
Wow, that is dumb on our part, first of all.
Yeah.
But we both decided it was Witch Burnings. Because I know he's like, Gwendolyn the Weird would perform a basic freezing charm or a tickling charm or something.
Yes.
And had herself burned like 49 times.
I think we're to say you both got the wrong century on that. So like,
okay,
that's the,
all right.
All right.
Boy,
yeah. It's a wash either way. You got the pointless part, Ben. I'm proud of you.
You were closer. You were closer. We're completely pointless.
Harry didn't have to do his homework under the blankets by flashlight anymore. Now he could sit in the bright sunshine out of Florian Fortescue's ice cream parlor, finishing all of his essays with occasional help from Florian Fortescue himself, who, apart from knowing a great deal about medieval witch burnings, gave Harry free Sundays every half an hour.
Every half an hour? That is too much ice cream.
It's too often, people. Also our bad.
Great for question number 7.
Yep.
Yeah.
The lucky number, some might say. This question was submitted by Essential Escapism, Orion, Patch McStuffins, Pokemonster, and Raven254.
Y'all are on it.
Which witch or wizard enjoyed being burned at the stake so much they allowed themselves to be caught at least 47 times?
Aha! I hope I spelled it right.
I know.
Ready? 3, 2, 1.
Gwendolyn the Weird.
Gwendolyn the Weird.
It is Gwendolyn the Weird.
Yes! Hey!
Neither of you spelled it right.
We knew.
We knew.
We knew that. Okay.
Question 8 was submitted by Julie Sherwood. What did Ron's letter say the mutant skeletons in Egyptian tombs had grown?
They had grown?
They had grown.
You know?
I think so, yeah.
Mutants?
I think so, Brian.
I think so. Mutant skeletons in the Egyptian tombs had grown...
Asparagus. They grow in the dark. They're white, but you can eat them.
They grow in the dark.
Yeah.
That's funny because it's like glow in the dark.
It's like grow in the dark. Exactly, exactly.
Yeah.
You know how mutant skeletons love gardening because they need food.
Just go ahead and put mutant skeletons love gardening on a t-shirt.
Mutant skeletons love gardening. That's a t-shirt.
So these mutant skeletons have grown
a conscience.
Oh!
They feel bad about their time as pharaohs.
Well.
That's funny.
They've grown a conscience. So, is it a conscience? Asparagus?
Or something else.
Or something else.
Start with everything it's not.
Yeah, they are growing ice cream. Harvested from mutant skeleton cows.
I mean, that's like, it's like in my mind, I'm like, what grows in
what grows?
Dank, dry places?
What are they growing, man?
I mean, there is, magic.
I'll tell you what's magic is that I have been making compost in my backyard for a year now, and I planted my garden a couple weeks ago. And what's supposed to happen is it's one of those containers, and the sun like cooks it basically to like break everything down. And ideally, the seeds and whatever you throw in there is supposed to just like get cooked as well and like break down. But some of them haven't because life finds a way. And now I've just got a bunch of completely rogue cucumber plants all over my garden, and I'm like, I don't even know if this is a problem or like a blessing. So
maybe they're like supercharged and they're gonna come out
exactly.
like this big.
They're like, I've been living in I was born in the compost.
You merely adapted to
they're gonna be giant.
The first time I saw the light was literally right now.
Okay. Bane jokes aside, I cannot think of what these mutant skeletons would have grown.
I'd say we could do multiple choice, but Jay seems committed to not doing multiple choice.
I think I've got it. Mutant skeletons.
I've got your number, mutant skeletons.
I've got your number.
What would they have grown? I can't even think of the right context. Like annoyed?
They've grown annoyed.
They've grown rather impatient.
Isn't asparagus annoyed?
a conscience,
A conscience?
or ice cream.
Or ice cream. Those are the answers. They've grown ice cream.
You scream for ice cream because I'm locked in this friggin' pyramid.
That's our next t-shirt. This freaking pyramid. Oh my gosh, I'm so mad.
I keep saying, it's the freaking weekend in front of my kids, and then I'm like, wait, I shouldn't say freaking.
No?
I don't know. That's I was like, don't say that.
Oh.
Yeah. In my, I'm like, I wouldn't say freaking. Freaking weekend is just like a phrase, you know?
Yeah.
That's its own sentiment.
Right. How would you ever introduce them to the Lindsay Lohan classic, Friday?
Yeah. Freaky Friday?
Yeah.
It's not freaking Friday.
Is there a difference?
I don't know.
Freaky is okay, but freakin's not?
Yeah. I think that I would draw the line somewhere.
Are you joshing me right now?
I don't know. I don't really. I thought this would be a fun fact.
How are you
I didn't
gonna-
expect it to be under the microscope?
Yeah.
How are you gonna introduce your children to Ignition Remix?
I don't know, guys. Ready?
Yeah.
3, 2, 1.
Extra heads.
It is extra heads.
Yeah!
What did you put, Ben?
Crystal eyes. That's a good answer.
Thanks.
That is a good
Yeah.
answer.
Hey, Gru.
I think that's an
Crystal
Indiana
Eye.
Jones movie, not Harry Potter, though.
Yeah,
Crystal skull.
I think that there's also, is it like Rescuers? Is like the movie where there's like a skull with like a really beautiful like gem
Like
in the
gems
eye.
in the eyes.
Yeah, you learn something every day.
I didn't want to know, these types of things.
Oh.
But anyway,
I see. Ben's gonna go grow something. Maybe some answers. Oh! No, now we gotta give a huge thank you to today's sponsor, Factor. Not to, brag or anything, but I just completed my first ever triathlon this past weekend. Like, look, you can still kind of see the numbers on my arm. Pretty cool, right? It's on my leg, too. My leg! But in all that training, food has been more important than ever because when you're running yourself to the edge, you actually notice a big difference when you've had a good meal. But I've been in great hands thanks to Factor. They have got you covered from sun up till sundown with satisfying breakfasts, on-the-go lunches, premium dinners, and best of all, guilt-free snacks and desserts. It's easy to not fall off the wagon when all the snacks you packed in the wagon are delicious. Personally, I love the peanut butter chocolate keto cheesecake and cinnamon roll fat bombs. I mean, how could you not? Are those not the best names ever? Or when I'm in the rush in the morning, just taking a smoothie to go. Love a smoothie for breakfast. But there are so many options, whether you're shooting for a protein plus like me, calorie smart, or keto. So get started at factormeals.com/JVerseB50 off and use code JVerseB50 off to get 50% off plus free shipping on your first box. That's code JVerseB50 off at factormeals.com/JVerseB50 off for 50% off plus free shipping. Link is in the description down below. I'm gonna go have some fat bombs.
Hey y'all, Ben here at the table. I came in after hours so that I could do this spot, but don't tell Jay. But hey, great news! We're going back out on tour this September with our podcast, Through the Griffin Door, and tickets are going fast. Come see us starting September 16th through the 25th in Indianapolis, St. Louis, Des Moines, St. Paul, Milwaukee, Chicago, Detroit, and Cleveland. Wow, okay, so I kid you not, in real time, I just got a message from our tour manager that we are officially sold out in both Des Moines and Cleveland. So that's crazy. Y'all, this is already our biggest tour yet. You're not going to want to miss it. Links to every show is in the description down below. We hope to see you there. Now, Ben out. Hey, check it out. Totally not standing here so I can show off my new leg tattoo.
Hey!
Oh, look at that.
There it is.
There it is now.
Pretty cool.
Anyway, you guys ready for question number 9?
Absolutely, yes.
Perfect. This question was submitted by Captain Hawk, Galen Sedai, and Pancake Badger. What is the name of the village pub in Little Hangleton?
Okay. Before it goes out of my brain. Oh, don't get this wrong. That has to be it.
That's it. Don't overthink it.
1, 2, 3.
The Hanged Man.
The man who has been hunged.
It is, in fact, the Hanged Man.
Right? It's such a good name for a little
Yes.
Hangleton.
Hangleton.
It's a very menacing town.
And also for a place that's about to witness some murder.
Some murder.
Anyway, speaking of murder, this is question number 10, which was submitted by Chicken Taco Soup.
One word.
One word. Imagine chicken and taco and soup, but it's 3 words, but now it's 1 word.
Dude, I'm not gonna lie to you. I would absolutely go for a recipe for some chicken taco soup.
Chicken taco soup.
That sounds really good.
It does.
Like some like you know how like sometimes they cut up like corn strips and like deep fry them and you kind of get like little crunchies.
I was gonna say I've got a family recipe for chicken tortilla soup.
Yeah, tortilla soup.
Chicken tortilla soup.
Yeah. So if you want it, I can pass it along. It's
I would
very
be-
good. Yeah.
I would love that.
What employee at the Riddle House came to the village pub and announced that Frank Bryce had been arrested for the Riddle's murders?
Okay.
This?
Yeah. Right?
I mean,
I hesitate to give a hint, but I'm not looking for like a name.
okay. I can't tell if I'm over or under thinking it.
I think you got it.
Okay, ready?
Yeah.
1, 2. The cook. The cook.
It was in fact the cook.
It sure was. It sure was. Got that one.
He's got that one locked and loaded.
That was good.
That was good.
Yeah.
Do you guys have this one locked and loaded? Question number 11 was submitted by Abby Bradford. Open parentheses, drinks with Dumbledore, close parentheses.
Abby and Bradford.
As submitted by Abby and Bradford. Open parentheses, drinks with Dumbledore, close parentheses.
Oh my
Separate
gosh.
people.
Dude, you want to know what would be such a fun podcast idea is literally called Drinks with Dumbledore, and it's just like having drinks and talking Harry Potter at the same time. And it's like you get progressively more.
And Jay has to do that character the entire time.
Drinks with Dumbledore.
In the 5th book, what type of bush does Harry hide behind when listening to the news?
Oh my gosh.
This doesn't.
Again, really important
No,
trivia
that's
here.
not it. It's
Load-bearing trivia.
load bearing. I'm thinking of that because of another reason. Thinking behind the blah blah blah. Did you have an answer?
I have an answer.
You have an answer?
Yeah.
Oh, I know what I wrote down is like still what's coming to mind, but that doesn't even make sense. Behind the blah blah blah.
You think the answer to my riddle is buh.
I wrote what I think
What do
Jay
you
thinks
think?
it is.
I'm sure you have it right.
But then this is what I think it is. Okay,
Yes.
we ready?
Yeah.
Yes.
3, 2, 1.
Rose.
I said hydrangea.
It is hydrangea.
I was thinking rhododendron.
Oh, I thought you were going to say the agapanthus.
Oh no. Okay.
Because that's what Dumbledore compliments them on when he arrives.
Yo,
and-
agapanthus. Nope. Nope.
Anyway, question number 12 was submitted by Dorian R. What is the first spell Harry uses in Order of the Phoenix?
Oh my gosh.
Oh, the first spell Harry uses an Ooty. Okay, let's think. Okay, well, I was thinking of the wrong book. Wow, okay, never mind. Back it up.
Take it back now, y'all.
Take it back now, y'all. 3 hops this time.
Question number 9 was submitted by Hawk, Galen Sedai. Sorry, that was 3 hops backward.
Hey, I get it.
But it's in the first chapter.
It's in the first chapter.
Oh, that's curious.
I can't tell how. I mean,
that.
like,
Jeebs. What could it be? Oh, wait.
oh. Or is it?
That, like, successfully?
What I have written is, what is the first spell Harry uses in Order of the Phoenix? Question mark.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
I mean,
yeah.
ready?
Yeah.
3, 2, 1.
Lumos.
Oh.
It is Lumos.
Boom! Because he drops his wand and he can't find it and he says, Lumos! And miraculously it comes on even though he's not touching it. And then he picks it up and goes, Expecto Patronum!
Expecto Patronum!
But then I was like, he might have said like Osseo or something too to try and like return it to himself. And I was like, oh, but it doesn't work if that's true. Nailed it.
Question 13 was submitted by Ashleen P. How was Quidditch spelled from the Muggle Prime Minister's point of view?
Oh, what? This is like, he doesn't actually spell it. He just thinks it.
Yeah.
This is stupid. This isn't a...
It's written on the page, though.
Whatever.
Do you just know the answer?
Those words at all. Okay. I've got a thought.
I mean...
I guess this has to be pretty spot on. Because...
I mean, spelling does count.
Yeah, spelling counts in this scenario. Flip.
We'll see what you guys say.
Okay, yeah, we will. We
Yeah.
will see, because I have an answer.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, okay.
Is there... No, I'm not going to ask that.
Well, I don't know. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure. 3,
All
2,
right.
1.
Quidditch.
Yeah, it's Quidditch with a K.
With a K. K-W-I-D-D-I-C-H.
In
Yeah.
in an entire...
They keep the
entire
T, but yeah.
Oh, they
nation.
keep the T?
Yeah, I'll give you that.
You gonna give me this?
Yeah, you got the K.
The qua. That's the thing.
Yeah.
It's like...
Did Ben get it?
No.
I didn't see what he wrote.
I put quid.
Quidditch.
Quidditch.
Quid,
Yeah,
like
the thing
space.
is they use
Like a
the word
pound,
quid
yeah.
all the time.
Quid, yeah, quid is a word. So it'd be
Yeah.
like, oh, yes, of course. Like, probably some type of,
Quidditch?
maybe gambling?
Dollar-itch?
Question 14 was submitted by Bradford, open parentheses, drinks with Dumbledore, close parentheses, Julie Sherwood, and Tara Walker. What did Fudge transfigure the British Prime Minister's teacup into to prove magic was real in The Half-Blood Prince?
The teacup gets transfigured into... Magic!
Is that Fudge casting a spell?
That's exactly what it sounds like.
He's like, I forgot the incantation, so I'm just trying a bunch of stuff to see what works.
He's fudging it. You know?
Ah! Cheers to that one.
It'll turn into something.
It'll turn. I don't even know what it's going to be.
Doesn't really matter what.
Yeah.
That's true.
As long as it's not a teacup anymore.
Yeah.
It was a teacup, now it's trousers.
Yeah. The goldfish.
So, so it's a fish.
It's a fish.
It's a fish. Exactly.
Trousers.
I once had a fish. Francis.
That would be so. He just didn't know what it was going to be. Just was like
Just a
suddenly,
loose
just like a
fish.
flopping trout. He's like, oh, I didn't know that was going to happen. Sorry. Let me fix that.
Aguamente.
Hold on.
See, now it's swimming.
It's hard to hit. It's a bit slippery.
It's a bit slippery. Also,
You don't have a rod.
salmon.
do you? You have a net.
I'll fix this. Osseo salmon.
Slaps him in the
Thanks,
face.
TED Talks.
Yeah, right.
Picks it up. You know, Harry's aunt has a dress this color.
How many different things can we...
That's how Ted Tonks gets killed.
Yeah.
Because he says Harry's name out loud to throw shade at Petunia.
I'm certain I've got this wrong, but let's just go
1,
for it.
2, 3.
A porcupine.
Is it a gerbil?
It is a gerbil.
Darn nit. Fudge. No one wants gerbil fudge. Okay?
That's true.
No one wants it.
Nobody wants
You
gerbils.
go down to the beach and you head into the saltwater taffy shop and they're like, hey, we also sell fudge. They're like, hey, we got chocolate and cookies and cream and gerbil.
The way you just said chocolate was absolutely spelled C-H-A-W.
Chocolate?
Chocolate.
What are they selling?
All right.
Chocolate.
Put us out of our misery.
You ready for question number 15?
Chocolate.
Chocolate.
Yeah, exactly. Question 15 was submitted by Rowena R. What is the name of the head of magical law enforcement that Voldemort and the Death Eaters discuss during the meeting at the table in Malfoy Manor?
There's this.
Right? This chappy.
This is chapter 1 of Deathly Hallows.
The Dark Lord Ascending.
Sure.
Lord ascend.
Probably.
I think this is at least one
They're
of...
going to come back and be like, the first chapter in Deathly Hallows is called Malfoy Manor, actually.
Actually.
You guys...
Well, was it a question?
Yeah.
Thankfully.
Thankfully.
Join us
Alright,
next
you ready?
week for chapter 2s.
Chapter 2. Why did I immediately think it was about pooping?
As I was saying it, I was like, it sounds like poop.
Chapter 2s. It's a twosie.
It's a twosie.
Alright, you ready? 3, 2, 1.
Bias thickness.
Oh, I said dollish.
It is Pious Thickness.
Boom!
Yeah. You actually spelled that one correct.
Ooh!
Both names.
Thickness.
I never would have gotten the E on the end of thickness.
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 He's like a fine thickness.
Yeah.
I think if you spelled thickness,
He's lawful and stupid.
If you
That's what his names mean.
You'd spell thickness with a Q if you were writing this book in 2025.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, right.
His name is Pius Thickness.
Thickness. Thickness.
All right.
Maybe with a double C instead of the K. Thick.
What does that bring today's score tally to?
That is a J win, 10-8.
I honestly thought I think we went back and forth a lot.
You did.
Yeah. You got a bunch right that I got wrong.
Right. I mean,
I got more questions right, period, than I thought you would.
Yeah.
So good job.
Yeah.
I feel, oh man.
Cat was underestimating us. I was kind of underestimating. We had a few where when we got salmon, I was like, no way.
No way.
Honk if you think the dress is pink.
And then I got the witch burnings.
You got the witch burnings.
No, I didn't get it. It was just awfully close.
Awfully close.
You had the wrong century, man.
Yeah, the wrong
I'm sorry.
Song Rentry.
The 14th century. When was the Salem witch trials?
Not the 14th century.
1600s.
Yeah.
So the 17th century,
Yeah.
which is what I put. That's what I thought.
I think it would have been the Spanish Inquisition that they were.
Didn't expect a kind of Spanish Inquisition. Nobody expects the Spanish Inquisition.
And now we need to give ourselves a big old Super Carlin Brothers thank you to our quizmasters who support us over on Patreon.
Who are the wildest quizmasters in the wilderness, Ben? We got Abby, Ashley, Pete, Amanda W, Andy, Bradford, Captain Hawk, Chicken Taco Soup, Daisy, Denise, Dola, Dorian, Colin Chaos, Ellie Collins, Essential Escapism, Galen Sedai, Jennifer Pro, Julie Sherwood, Lord Angelina, Moel, Orion, Pancake Badger, Patch McStuffins, Pokemon, Rowena, Sarah Makiyama, and Tara Walker.
If you do like trying to support us over on Patreon, you can do so by heading over to patreon.com/SuperCarlinBrothers and collecting the Quizmaster tier. Y'all, as always, thank you so much for tuning into this week's episode of Jay vs. Ben. Be sure to slap that subscribe button. I don't know why I said slap. That feels like a weird choice of words, but
right there.
Maybe the fact that now I'm dwelling on it, if you somehow are watching this and haven't done it already, you're going to be like, okay, I'll do it because he said slap it. I'm so, whap! That was way too loud and kind of stung my hand a little bit. Let us know how you did in the towel section down below. Otherwise, until next time, bye!